lost soul. She's one of the carpenters from Boston. Youngest in a family of achievers, dropped out of college, pretty much on the outs with the family, worked at a variety of jobs. Then 3 years ago, when she turned 21, she came into the trust her grandmother left her. That's when she bought the house. She worshipped Scott, wanted to do everything with him. Including scuba diving in bad weather? What does this guy do? Scott, he was the assistant business manager for the Cape Playhouse last year. That's when he met Viv. I guess she visited him over the winter. Then they came back for good in May, and the next thing anyone knew, they were married. What's his last name? Covey, Scott Covey. He's from the Midwest somewhere. A stranger who marries a rich girl, and the rich girl dies 3 months later. If I were the cops, I'd want to read her will fast. Oh, stop, Adam. You're supposed to be a defense attorney, not a prosecutor. I saw a lot of those, too. I was showing them houses. They were looking for something bigger. They were planning to start a family and wanted more room. Trust me, it was a horrible accident. Elaine sighed. Let's change the subject. This is supposed to be a festive occasion. You look great, Adam. More than that, you look happy, content, pleased with life. Everything really is okay, isn't it? With Menly, I mean. I'm so eager to meet her. Menly's a trooper. She'll be fine. Incidentally, when she gets up here, don't mention that I told you about those anxiety attacks. She doesn't like to talk about them. I can understand that. Elaine studied him. Adam's dark brown hair was beginning to show flecks of gray. Like her, he'd be 39 on his next birthday. Long and lean, he'd always had a quicksilver quality. She'd known him from the time they were both 16. Nothing ever changes, Elaine thought. She noticed the glances other women had given him when he joined her at the table. Lane, I'm awfully glad you made me come up to see Remember House. When the other place fell through, I didn't think we'd hit on a decent rental for August. She shrugged. These things happen. I'm just glad it worked out. I can't believe that rental I found for you in Eastham turned out to have all those plumbing problems. But this one is a real gem. As I told you, it wasn't occupied for 35 years. There aren't that many authentic captain's houses available, so it won't last long, you know. I'm hoping you two will decide to buy it. We'll see. I'd like to have a place up here again. If we're going to continue to live in the city, it makes sense. When will you have to go back to New York, Adam? This is a vacation for us, although it's inevitable that I'll be going back and forth to the city for a few days at a time. I'd like to see you in action in court someday. Come to New York. Tell John to bring you down. By the way, when are you two getting married? We haven't quite set the date, but sometime in the fall. Predictably, John's daughter, Amy, is less than thrilled about the engagement. She had John to herself for a long time. Amy starts college in September, so we figure Thanksgiving would be about right. Elaine looked deeply into Adam's eyes. I thank the gods that you look like yourself again, Adam. Believe me, last year when you came up after you and Menly separated, I was worried about you. It was a pretty rough period. After they'd ordered, Adam stood up. The phone was busy when I tried Menly before. I'll give a quick call now. He returned a minute later, looking troubled. Still busy. All of a sudden you seem worried, Adam. Is she really okay now? She seems to be fine, but when those anxiety attacks come, they're hell. She's practically a basket case when she relives the accident. Did I show you a picture of the baby? Have you got a picture with you? Is the Pope Catholic? Here's the most recent. Her name is Hannah. She was 3 months old last week. Isn't she a knockout? Elaine studied the picture carefully. She's absolutely beautiful. Adam pushed back his chair. If the line's still busy, I'm going to ask the operator to interrupt. Elaine watched him wend his way through the room. He's nervous about her being alone with the baby, she thought. Elaine? She looked up. It was Carolyn Marsh, a 50-ish New York advertising executive to whom she'd sold a house. Have you heard how much Vivian Carpenter's trust fund was? $5 million. And Viv told people she'd left everything to her husband. Don't you think that much money should dry Scott Covey's tears?
to keep listening to this audiobook. I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.